All right, guys, welcome. We're going to create more of an advanced tip today. This is a scroll to the top button that you can create without a plugin in Elementor. And I'm just going to dive right into it. I don't think I need to explain what a scroll to the top button is. But for those of you that think I do, it's basically a button that they can click and it will scroll all the way back to the top of their website. So this is going to be a fun journey. We're going to go on together. We're going to take a container and just add a few sections here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's add a background to it just for the sake of adding a background. Oh, that's a lot of green. And then to make it easier, we're just going to duplicate this a few times so we can have the content that we want to create with it. Okay, so let's change some of these colors up because that's just way too much green. We'll do blue for this one, and we'll do purple, and we'll do, I don't know, give me a color. Let's see if I can guess the color you're thinking. What color are you thinking right now? Yellow? No, yellow's gross. Brown. For those of you that thought brown, yay, you win. You don't really win anything, but you win anyways, okay? Okay, so we're going to take a button, but we're going to use what's it called? Let's do an icon widget. Okay, let's add an icon widget in here for this. Now this is just a little star. You can barely see it because of the green, right? So let's take and add now you can create your own icons if you want, but let's just add like an up arrow of sorts, right? This one's kind of cool. Let's insert that. Let's give it a better color though. Sure, we'll make it white. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Like that. Put it all the way to the right. But, actually what we're going to do is we're going to, let's give it a fixed position, right? Where'd it go? We lost it. This is where we need to do our Z index. No, it's all the way up here. We don't want it up there. We don't want the element up there. We want to bring it down here. Boom. Let's see. Right about there on the page is good, right? Put it right there. Now it's technically lives in this container. So let's move it down a little bit more on the page. Right about there. So let's see what happens when we add in a motion entrance. Nope, let's do fade in right. Yep, we want that to come in right from there. So let's go publish. And we're going to hit our little preview changes over here. Well, that's way over here, isn't it? So let's make some elements. Let's change this. Oh, you know why? That's because this is here. The structure's here. Let's do that. Boom. Or hit that, right? And then offset it just a little bit. So we changed what I did over here on the left-hand side, and we're editing it in the horizontal orientation. I made it all the way to the right, and then I just offset it just a little bit. Yeah. Now, it should be in this container here. Now, one thing I need to do here is I need to figure out how to set it to only scroll when we're in that particular, or only appear when we get to that particular container, right? Because we don't want it to show on load. So let's put it in the first container. Actually, you know what? Let's put it in the second container. And then we're going to go to advanced motion effects. We need to do scrolling effects, transparency, fade in. Yes, I love that. Viewport set. Let's see, 0 to 20%. Let's try that. Let's see what that does. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So now let's make it a little bit more. Publish. Let's see what that does. Let's go back over to our page. Great. Now we can't see it. When we scroll down, it starts coming in. And now we see it there. Now it's gone. Oh, because it went in the white. Look at that. Well, that's great. Now, what we want to do is make it work, right? So, Elementor WordPress has this hashtag element that will make it link straight to the top if I just put the pound sign or hashtag in the link button. So when I hit publish, what should happen now when I scroll down, if I click on it, it'll take me right back to the top. Look at that. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and right back to the top. Look at that. That's beautiful.